Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Day 2 of experimenting. Kids are about to walk in, so it might get a little loud in here. If I get to be like, if my next trade is a loss, I might switch to sim, possibly. I probably should have just gotten that trade just now. Yeah, I should have. All right, I think, okay. Good morning, Trenches. You see red because, I don't know, it's been a rough morning. I kind of had a nightmare I wouldn't even call it a nightmare, just a not so great dream that I woke up out of right before I got up to do what I needed to do. So I'm just not in that great of a headspace, really. I don't really know, but I don't know. I'm still experimenting though. I think this buy was like the best trade that I've seen thus far, and then I didn't even take it. Yeah. I'm really trying to figure out if I want to keep the 12 tick chart. I think I do, but man, it's a lot to deal with. All right. And see, like, it's so, everything lags so bad, and I don't know. Yeah, everything lags so bad in regards to like my orders and everything, and that's been kind of bothering me a little bit. Yeah. Well, not a little bit. It's been bothering me because I don't really get it. Because there was a couple of times where I could have broken even, and I'm like mashing the button and nothing happens. Like just now, I mashed the button so quickly and nothing happened. So I don't know. I think for rhythmic, I don't think a 12 tick chart is a good idea, just because the data routing is so laggy that I don't. Good morning. That I don't know if it's worth it. Good morning, Rio. I don't know if y'all hear my nephew. He's so good. Good morning. That is not how you walk in somebody's house. And now he's calling my granny. He usually calls her mama. Like, that's what we all called her growing up. But because some of my cousins, who's not like her grandchildren, call her mama as well, I started calling her granny. Now, good morning.
Good morning.
You happy to see me?
Yeah.
Huh? Good morning. Hi.
I'm on the phone.
How is that the first thing you want when you walk in the door is TT's phone. I'm so confuzzled. Good morning. I'm so confuzzled. Good morning. Why are you walking my house like that? Huh? What you want to watch? You want to watch Iron Man? What happened? Take it off. Ay, ay, ay. Well, if it's one thing kids to do, it'll give you some energy. What do you want? You say you want to watch Iron Man? Did I not charge my phone? Oh, you want to watch Spider-Man? Okay. All right. Hold on, baby. I had that issue on TraderDate. You was thinking about hooking the mouse up. I use a mouse, but you could see, like, I just don't think rhythmic routing can handle it. That's the only problem. Good morning, baby. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
I told them they're going to the
Okay.
What where did they get? She said I think they both need
Yeah.
Alright,
I love you too. Pretty much. See you, baby. I'll let you know how it goes. You're welcome. So anyway, y'all, yeah. First of all, I should have taken this sale, but this same sale lost earlier, so I was a little confused as far as if I wanted to take it or not, but I should have. But anyway, I don't think that Rhythmic's routing is fast enough for me to be able to stick to the 12 tick chart. So yeah, we might have to go back to the 20 and leave it there, but I'm gonna see, because, like, you know, yesterday I didn't really have a problem because the volatility was low. Cool, fine, boom. But I need, for whatever I'm doing, to not just be a good strategy no matter what the volatility and volume is. I also need the routing to work properly, and I don't know if this is gonna do such a thing. So I might have to go back. I think I figured out one thing. Let me see. Oh, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to go back once the market slows down a little bit. I'm gonna look through my trade journal. Excuse me, at some of my backtest data, because I think I kind of like figured out why a couple of my trades earlier lost. I actually started off really good. I won the first two, and then it just went downhill from there. But we're pretty much at break even as far as balance goes for this account. It's at $24,990. So, but I was up like $214 as far as the balance goes on this account after the first two trades. So yeah, you passed the two evals. Good. I'm glad to hear. How do you feel about the 3-day pass, the new 3-day pass? Turn my light a little bit. I feel like, honestly, and don't take my word for like knowing some inside information just because I'm a mod, because that's not it. But I feel like they're testing, well, the 1-day pass is a little different, but I feel like after seeing the whole 3-day pass thing, I'm really wondering if they're like testing whether or not this is something that they want to be permanent. Maybe not 3 days, but maybe like 5 or something. Because the reality is, no matter what percentage of accounts pass to PA, not a large percentage of them convert to payouts. You know what I mean? So if anything, if you're switching to a 1-day or 5-day or even 3-day for good, I wouldn't even say a 1-day, because some of the companies that allow you 1-day, it ain't really a 1-day because it takes so much time for them to create your accounts that like you could have just traded Apex in 3 days or something and got your account faster. But either way though, I'm wondering if this is to try to see if this can be a permanent change, because all you're doing is getting the PA conversion fees faster. I mean, people are not getting to pay out just because they get a PA, you know what I mean? So regardless, even if it's on sim or not, you're getting a certain amount of money from people before they get to the point of getting to a payout, because the majority of your people are not getting to a payout anyway. That's just the trading industry. So I'm really wondering. Took me 8 days. I don't know. It is a setup to a certain extent, but like I tell anybody, you're setting your damn self up, because just like you still took 8 days even when there was a 1-day, I mean, regardless, even if I was at the point of actually like my strategies where I wanted to be, I'm ready to pass accounts, I wouldn't pass it in 1 day just because they allow me to, unless like I'm deep enough in the journey for it to make sense. Like, oh, I've gotten some payouts, I know the edge of my strategy, it just so happened to be a horrible week this week, blah blah blah, I lost an account, let me go pass an eval in 1 day so I can get back to 20 accounts type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense. But the YOLOers who are just like a never ending cycle of eval to PA to fail, eval, yeah, no. Mm-mm. Okay, let's not do that. There was one other trade that I know for sure. Yeah, I shouldn't have taken that one. I didn't realize I was like trading within the zone that creates when my minor trend changes trends. I wasn't, I guess, paying attention. I don't know. But like after I took it, I was like, wait a second, I'm still in the zone. I don't know if I moved my yellow line or I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know. It happens sometimes. Alright, so this is gonna create a little zone here. Let's see if we push up or we push down from it. Two. But yeah, if I could just I could have entered that actually. That's more. Oh no, that was back down to the. First, I thought this was a valid buy, but it's not because it's even though it didn't create a new low for the session here, it touched it. So I trade that a little bit different than the others, but yeah. It's bouncing on my white. Oh, I didn't move that. That's the new session low. The white arrows, yeah, that's the new session low. That's why I moved. Yeah, so we pushed down from this zone, so we should actually stay in a downtrend until we decide to change trends again. Oh no. Come on. So I didn't want to take this because the bounce off the VWAP. I wasn't really worried about the new low, but and more lows and more lows. All right, so I'm really down $50 and then the rest is commissions. No sell again. I'm not interested in the VWAP. Previous touch. When I tell you I saw some of the craziest questions in, I think it was one of the Apex affiliate Facebook groups. I saw the craziest questions yesterday and I was just like, huh? I was just so confused. Like, one guy showed his charts, right? He was trading the ES and he literally says hold on, more 323 and 457. Anyway, he showed his charts, showed that he was like in a, I think he has 6 contracts on the ES if I'm not mistaken, and was like, what are the buy-ins? No, he said, what are the red and green arrows in, I think that was like a super dom possibly. And he was like, what do they mean? I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm up $200. What does any of this mean? I said, oh my God. Sir, can you please at least understand buy, sell, the number of contracts you're trading right now? Like, are you okay? Then another person said, I have 100K accounts. Does that mean that I can start withdrawing from my PA at $100,100 balance? I say, yeah, let me close Facebook. Because what? But you don't understand anything? Like, where did you read that you can start withdrawing as soon as your PA balance is 100,100. I'm so confused. And I just was like, yeah, this is why we have some of the questions that we have in the Apex Discord, because some of the questions that we get in there, I just be so confused and I just don't be understanding. And you just get exhausted, like answering the same questions over and over for people who clearly are not even attempting. Don't get me wrong, the FAQ is not the most well written, but you can just tell that people are just depending on other people who they don't know on the internet to answer their questions. And it just looks crazy to me. It does. No buy here. Considering all that I've done this morning, I'm not too mad about the negative $93. I've done a lot. I've taken 11 trades. So I guess it's not the most horrible performance ever. I do like that the 12 tick chart, and I said this yesterday, affords me the ability to make more mistakes and miss more trades technically because I have more setups. It's just a matter of getting to the point of kind of figuring out exactly what I do and don't want to do on this 12 tick chart, especially knowing that it's going to be very difficult for me to break even on these trades because of how slow the routing is to Rhythmic. That might be a tough one. So I'm really going to have to, like, if there's certain trades where I know, like, hey, if this happens, break even. Some of those trades, besides my the one divergence trade, that one I should almost always have enough time to break even with. But the rest of them, some of them I'm gonna have to probably just get rid of those setups just for my own comfort. So we'll see. Because if I'm not gonna be able to break even when I need to, I'd rather just not trade it at all. At least that's my thought process. So we'll see. I don't want to take that sell because it's going back towards the VWAP, and that was the exact reason why I didn't want to. Trenches, why do they piss you off? I am weak. I feel I feel you though. I get it to a certain extent, because if you could just have like one trading account with a prop firm and trade micros and spend $30 a month, $50 a month learning, I guess I kind of somewhat a little bit understand. It's when they come in and like they have not like, what are these buy or sell markers? What am I like? You don't even realize you're in 6 contracts, buddy. Let's start there. That's my problem. Like, if you're at least in the process of learning and you're just because you know that your end goal is using a prop firm, so you buy an evaluation and you trade that account, that 1 or 2 accounts, while you're in the process of learning, I guess it somewhat makes sense. But when you have clearly not done any kind of anything, you're just clicking buy and sell. And it's like basic shit. You click the sell button, buddy. Like, what do you mean you don't know what what? Stuff like that does piss me off, because get out of here with that. But I can't lie. Like, I'm low key jealous that the opportunities are there that we didn't really have then, you know? I wish I could have started with a prop firm and not wasted my hard-earned money every time, I thought I had something going with a strategy I learned from a course or this or that. Like, that would have been real nice. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I feel like I feel like I see this happen a lot. I want to make note of this. Because that was divergence off of the rotation level. It didn't look how I wanted it to look, but it still happened. So, and I noticed that those are pretty strong moves when that happens like that. And basically, we might try to push up if we can't get back below, what is this, 54.75. If we can't get back below here, we might just continue to push up. So I think they're playing a game show where Daryl pays the winners. I wholeheartedly agree. Wholeheartedly. It's like, I get trying to bypass the struggle, because the struggle has not ever been fun in my trading journey. Like, even yesterday, I wasn't really bothered with yesterday. Like, day 1 of me changing Ringo settings will never bother me. Like, day 12 probably won't bother me. But there are times where I'm like, bro, do I need to just go back to intraday swinging? As much as I don't want to do it, because that's not really my style. There are times where I'm like, fuck it, I probably should just go back and do that, But I don't really want to. I don't. I don't really want to. I'm not gonna lie. Now, one thing I am thinking about doing possibly is not... I like trading at the open, don't get me wrong. Depending on how the next few days go, I might make my start time a little bit later. I don't know. We just created, so the rotation level that we created back there, there's a new one right here. So the first one we've already kind of cleared right there, which is where this price is kind of bouncing off of. So if we stay below it, we should be okay. But yeah, I think one of my setups that I have to stop trading at 1040, I might actually start trading it a little bit later as well. I'm not all the way sure just yet, but I might, because technically it's like a counter trend trade to continue like in the direction of the overall trend. But sometime, like, it's typically a trend starter, so it's kind of sort of like this trade that I just took, except my overall trend was already a downtrend. So we hit my major level back here, and then now we're just pushing down off of it. But yeah, I might start trading that one a little bit later. I don't know yet though. I'm just still kind of up in the air with certain stuff. But We'll see. So I'm basically back positive minus commissions. Well, okay. Oh, I do want to, people have asked, how do you know when it's hello? Oh, I pushed the wrong button. 44, 44, 25. Hold on 1 second. Boss press with Apex. Is that a question or a statement or what? I am trading Apex eval accounts if that's your question. But I'm not quite sure what your question is. I'm experimenting not with the Apex accounts, but I've basically made a change to my Rinko bars that I use to trade, and at the moment I'm trying to figure out if I want to stick with the new Rinko settings or if I want to change them back. I like risking less, even though I'm making less. I do like that part, but I don't believe that the routing, the slow ass routing with Rhythmic can handle it, because my trades are in and out so fast, which is not necessarily the problem. The problem is when I need to break even, it's very difficult for me to, because it's still trying to push the original order through. So as I'm mashing the break even button, nothing's really happening, and that can be a problem. So yeah. You know what, girl? Wait, I think one of those trades that I lost was very dumb. Maybe. Let me go back and look real quick. Real quick. Before you live, to know what I would do. Wasn't that one? That one I wasn't supposed to take any either. One of those trades that I actually won this morning. I guess that wasn't that bad of one, but I think I just want to trade it a little different. Damn, I don't. Don't know. But hold on, you guys. Alright. I had to get on my niece because she came in my house and didn't even come greet me. What's up with that? All right. It's already changed. I could have gotten in. See? I always question. Oh, I wouldn't have gotten filled on it, but still. I question the ones I'm not supposed to question. No bueno. But yeah, I definitely would not have gotten filled. If you could see, this is what the bars look like inside of them. My entry would have been here, and you could see it just skipped right past the entry. So it's more than likely I wouldn't have gotten filled on the trade anyway. Hi, baby. We came and retested the low right here. Another new low. How big is this daily candle? My gosh. Let's see. Let's use a ruler. Or no. Created a risk to reward tool. What is this? Like 1,300 ticks? 325 points? That's insane. Insane. All right, so even though I've lost some drawdown, and I am a little bit down on the balance on the account from, of course, where I started today with the commissions, I still am in the green as far as the balance goes. So I can't be too mad. Now that the market's slowing down a little bit, I can think. I did see one of the streamers that I watch sometimes. I usually watch his replays since he's live when I'm live. But I was watching one of his videos. I think it was yesterday actually. And he decided to go live earlier than he normally does. Because first of all, trading the first 10 to 15 minutes of market open is already hard enough. And then you add in there that you're streaming on top of that. He just was making mistakes that I know he normally probably wouldn't make. And I know he was really frustrated about it. Like, I could have gotten into that trade. The only reason I didn't is because I'm still figuring out how I want to do like double bottom starts with this particular pattern. But it looks like I could just trade it. It's no big deal. And that actually makes sense why I can. And I wouldn't have broken even either. I mean, I would have hit the break even button, but it didn't even come back down. Okay, KeAmber. Just get your shit together. But anyway, so he was in this buy, and he thought he sold a contract to take one of the contracts off. But the reality was he actually added another contract. So then when he thought that he got out of the trade, he was still in the trade, and he just wasn't really thinking, I guess, at the time, because, I mean, of course, you could see, he uses quant hour, and you could see when you're in a trade, kind of just like with mine, like you see a line there, it tells you your P&L and everything. He's not paying attention. He looks over to the chat, says something, looks back, and he's like, yeah, this is the bounce I was looking for, blah, blah. He's like, wait, why am I in a trade? And he almost lost the account from that, the PA. And I could feel his frustration. And it was like, this is why you typically don't, stream the first however many minutes of you trading, because you really have to concentrate. The markets are moving so fast sometimes in those first 15 minutes of market open. I wouldn't dare stream. I might at some point start streaming at like 8:45 in the morning, just like 15 minutes earlier, because typically for me and how I'm trading, the market has slowed down enough where like I'm cool. But I definitely understood his frustration. So he spent like, because he was up like $700 or something for the day on that particular account, and he's trying to work his way back to that point versus, had he gotten out of the trade, he would have been done and been able to switch to a different account. And all the time that he took to work out of that trade could have been fresh new trades on his other account. So he was like not happy at all. And I completely understood him. Completely. All right. So I am going to get into a buy if this pushes up here. This is the same trade that I just didn't take because of the double bottom start. What's that? $4.99. This is like a big pullback. It's a normal trade I would take though. Okay. See how laggy that is? That's the only thing I'm not gonna like about this. But we're back positive. Yay. So that's nice. All right, that double bottom. All right, I don't. What? Hello? Yo, your niece? Yeah. Yeah, he just brought me the phone and say, it's Granny. Hello there. Come get this phone, boy. Hold on. Come get the phone. All right, so the loss that I just took, this is kind of like the same, I think, setup that happened earlier. So I'm kind of figuring that one out. So this line right here is where my trend changed from a downtrend, from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? And you can see this entry is like basically inside of the zone right here. So I feel like when this happens, I can't take the trade because I'm basically trading back within the zone, right? Whereas if I come back to this one, let me remove this. So when this trend changed, this changed from an uptrend to a downtrend right here, right? So when I entered, I was clear of the zone, if that makes sense. And I think even the previous one where it started with a double bottom and I questioned it. So this is like stuff that when you put in chart time, you just start noticing things as you're trying to put stuff together. So like this one, it changed from an uptrend to a downtrend here. So the zone is up here, but the entry's right here. So I was clear of the zone. So still positive a little bit. So I am happy about that. But I think that actually is why I lost one of the trades earlier too. I'm pretty sure I was basically trading back within the zone, and I need to basically wait until it clears one of them, like clears either way, and trade like that, which makes all the sense in the world. Makes all the sense in the world. But this is why we're taking time to experiment a little bit. And I could use the sim account, you guys, but I'm kind of still trading the way I was trading before. We just changed Renko settings, so things are going to be a little bit different. So that's why I'm like, nah, just use the eval. It's whatever. I still got 2 weeks left on this account to pass or fail it. So yeah, last time I was up 3K, I didn't take a payout and fell back to 1K. I think I might take a payout today since I think you should. And I personally feel like you should always take the max, because taking the max, you're still going to have $600 in drawdown. Now, if 600 is not enough for you, maybe take 1,500, you know, if you just want that extra cushion. But I always think that people should just take the payout, because losing that 2K, like, okay, think about it. You were up 3,000, right? You didn't take the payout. You fell back to 1,000. If you would have taken the $2,000 payout, you would have still been at that same 1,000, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So you just screwed yourself out of an extra $2,000 in your pocket for basically no reason. Trading inside the zone thing is, I feel like that's something that I kind of noticed, but I just, like, I've obviously been paying attention to it, but that is, what you eating?
I eat chips.
You eating chips? You eating hot chips? Who gave you some hot chips? I know my mama didn't give you no hot chips. Ooh, you gave him some chips at 9:50 in the morning, Juanita. Ooh. Snitches get stitches, Granny. Well, go back in there with your chips. I can smell them now. Oh, man. She know we don't get them kids chips this early. They spoiled. And she swear up and down I'm the one spoiling them. Mm-hmm. Okay. Me noticing the zone thing is probably going to help me even more than I'm even realizing now. always do that. What the? Alright, we just changed again. Looks like we're trying to switch to an uptrend here. The two levels are right here that it needs to break to change to an uptrend. I've been in a downtrend bias since like 9/17. Really before that, it like very briefly from 9/11 to 9/17 went into an uptrend bias, but very briefly. We've been like inching back up towards this little area. Excuse me. So if we can create some structure above this lower high right here at 36.25, we should be able to push up and create the uptrend. So it's basically like right before the zone. I really want to see it clear this zone. So we'll see. I can say between yesterday and today, I have learned a few things with this little change that I'm making. Some stuff I like, some stuff it's like I'm kind of neutral on. Oh, let me go. Where's my Chrome? See, that's a little bit different because it's the wait, where's oh no, that level's all the way back there. Okay. All right. Wait, what does he have going on? Oh, that's cool. Huh. All right, let's see. You guys see we keep rejecting off of the level here. And I'm tripping because I technically could have taken that sale right there. Why didn't I? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Duh. Yeah, I definitely should have taken the sale right there. And I absolutely would have gotten filled. Let me see. And it would have been a full win too. Okay, let's not get distracted here. I'm so used to like my minor levels right here. So my minor level went through the bar of that candle, and I'm so used to back when I wasn't able to trade that way. So sometimes I just get a little, I wouldn't say confused, but I just have to remember that I'm trading different now. And some rules are just not rules anymore. Because that was literally the perfect setup. I could have taken this sale. I only didn't because I would have had to break even like literally 2 ticks later. And it would have just broken even for the trade. It wasn't worth it to me. Because that level from 36.25 over here that I told you it needs to trade above for it to continue the uptrend, it's a buy rotation level. So me getting into a sale going back towards it, I have to break even there because that's a pretty significant level there. You can see like we've reacted off of it almost every single time. Actually, yeah, every time the bar has come close to it. So all right, I'm gonna put this back. Actually, let's put it right here. I only added the June contract because I like to add it like a week before the rollover date so that I can remind myself. And now that it's actually on my screen all the time because I'm looking at the data lag timer, because before I used to trade with that, I used to forget to look at the days until rollover. So basically I had an alarm that would start like when I opened up NinjaTrader. Every time I opened NinjaTrader and the days until rollover was under 7, it would just alert me. But sometimes I would miss the alert because other alerts are going off. So that's why I just created this instead. Let's see. Still trying to break this zone here. My minor trend changed to a downtrend right here. Uh-oh. Let me scroll, sorry. Change to a downtrend here and then change back to an uptrend right here. So I think if we could clear here, we'll be all right. We do have a support level there / resistance. Oh yeah, because we trended down so far. And after that, the next level is 977, which is the first lower level of the order flow VWAP. So what's wrong? Oh, there, baby. There you go. Ooh, wait a minute. I almost took that trade, but I don't want to do that. I wanted to actually clear there. I'm glad I didn't. You see, I would have lost. I don't like to take trades, so my major level / bias changed from a downtrend to an uptrend at the top of this zone. So I don't really like to take trades where like, okay, for this buy, right, this previous reversal bar closed on it, you know, the wick of it closed it back inside, and then I would have been getting into a buy right there. So I want to see it for real clear it. Now, if we clear it, come back, and my reversal bar touches it, cool. But I don't like to see it rotate over the level like that. I don't like that at all. I have to get my phone from him so I can charge it before we leave out the house. Oh my God, Granny. Did she leave? When you're done doing what you're doing, can you check to see if the car seats are at the front door? Thank you. I just thought about that because I don't feel like I heard her come in the door multiple times. That's not good. Alright, so I questioned that one, but I feel like I didn't have to. Is that not what the same trade that would have lost over there? Hold on, you guys. Maybe it was just the double bottom start for that one. That was the problem. Or maybe because it rotated on. So that sell setup was legit basically the same trade that I just sat out of that would have lost. I don't know. Maybe that other one was just a loss and you just gotta take it. I don't know now. I don't know. Okay, good. Thank you. Alright. So I missed this buy just because I was scrolling back because I wanted to see. I'm not all the way sure about that one. I'm gonna leave a big circle on it so I can remind myself to look at it later. This was a perfect buy too. That 937 level right here is where the downtrend changed to the uptrend, so that was like a perfect support level to trade off of. Oh, we just changed back again. I think I kind of got it figured out. Okay. We'll see. We will see. For sure should have taken that one. I don't know about that previous one, but we're gonna have to see about that one. What is that, girl? Is it turkey or ham? I can't tell. I don't eat ham. No, I just don't eat it. I used to when I was your age. I don't eat it anymore. Yeah, it's meat. Is it good? Eat it. Thank you for trying to share with me. I love my niece. She's so sweet. $6.95. I messed up my entry, you guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have been in it. Okay. I should have just not gotten into it. It's closing back in, which is usually fine for that. I think the biggest thing that I don't, so this is basically, it was a pullback to my major level back here. And I think I have to treat it like my regular pullbacks where it's just certain things I can't do. Like, so you see how it pushed off of this support / resistance level? I think that's like the biggest thing, is that on my major pullbacks, I don't want it to touch anything, just like I don't want it to touch anything with my minor pullbacks. So yeah, I probably should have just stayed out of that one. What are we down? $50. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna write that down. All right, I could deal with that. With my old way I traded, that would have been fine on the 20 tick chart. Like I said, the 12 tick chart is just so much more sensitive. So it's like you really have to sit back and wait for the A+, A+, A+ setups, which is cool. At least I have more setups, because one thing that irritates me with the 20 tick chart is just how much I have to sit out sometimes. And that can be, I wouldn't even say frustrating. It's just like I'm trying to trade here. And I cannot do that when I'm not getting setups. So that is typically the most frustrating part about the 20 tick chart. And there's literally no room for error because of that. Okay. It's not the pattern I was looking for. And you see, if I would have gotten into that buy, I would have lost that wick down pretty far. but it wasn't the pattern I was looking for, which is why I stayed out of it. So I feel like I wrote. Okay, that is correct. $283. 1875. I don't really want to take sales until we clear this level right here, because this sale would like rotate and all right, there's more buyer pressure here anyway, so that's a good thing. So the zone kind of looks like this, the trend change zone. Oh, that's not what I wanted to move. All right, no buy here. Just pushed off of my major level right there. No sell either. Don't want to trade going back towards that. So let's see if we immediately switch back to an uptrend, because that change to the downtrend just failed. Unless we push back down below 930 and hold below it. Alright, we just cleared the major level, but we might not stay above it, so. Let's see. I didn't take the sale going back because it hit my minor level to the tick, the bottom of this bar right here. And you see I would have gotten stopped out just for it to push down. So that would have pissed me off. Everything else was perfect for the setup except that. When it hits it to a tick is what I consider like a pin bar. And I don't trade going back towards pin bars. Something else I noticed, like for sure when I need to break even, it seems like when I am taking my regular pullbacks where the direction is also in the same direction as the overall trend, if the zigzag does not attach immediately, or if the opposite pressure comes in, I can stay in the trade for the most part, it looks like. But when, like, let's say for instance, this was a buy, which is fine. I didn't take it for a specific reason, but the overall trend was a downtrend bias until up here when it just changed. So because I'm technically, my minor trend is going up, but the major trend is going down, it's technically counter trend, even though it doesn't look like it. So anytime the opposite pressure comes in there, or there's indecision, aka there's no zigzag attached immediately, those are the times when I definitely need to break even, because I'm still counter trend trading even though it doesn't look like I am. So that's something that I've noticed as well. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alright, it pushed up too far. Cool. Alright, let's see if we clear this zone this time. We failed to clear it on the last one. We just pushed up from it. Let's see if we actually clear it, or we start pushing back down from here because we're rejecting the trend change. I don't want to take this buy for the same reason I didn't take it before. We're rotating over the top of the zone. This one just so happened. Well, I was actually still be in the trade. I wouldn't be in the clear just yet. Okay, so now there's the win. I'm gonna sit out of this one. I'm curious to see what would happen, because typically I could take the counter trend sales going back, but I don't know about this new Renko setting. I don't know if I could do that, even though it's this previous bar is touching the top of the zone. I used to still be able to take it, so we'll sit out and see what happens, since I'm not super negative on the day yet. Now it just hit the support level and we pushed through, so I would have been fine to take it. Literally everything set up exactly how I wanted it to. So yeah, as long as it's not the first. Okay. What did I tell you guys? Once we start trading above the zone, we should be okay. So we do have that first lower deviation level of the order flow VWAP up here at 965. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep pushing until we get there, but hopefully we don't. My nephew is so loud. Where's that? 115. That should be easy. We almost touched it. I still consider that a touch though, because the level is at 64.62. We reached 64.50. So it's within the same tick, since the order flow VWAP doesn't go by tick. And while it's stalling here, it's moving down to kind of make it a touch. It's at 64.51 now. Now it's at 64.50. All right, I got 30 minutes left. Not mad about today at all. At all. Let's see what we do here, because the next level, it's not until this support level right here, which I can't even see that far. So let's see, that's at like 983, around 983. Let's see if we can get a VWAP rotation push. Maybe not. We almost came and closed the bar. It looks like it might be trying to reject. And this is a lower level, so it would be a good buy if it actually happens. A lot of indecision. There's almost 1,300 volume in this one little bar, so. It didn't technically. This is another thing I have to. Oh, it did pull all the way back. All right, cool. All right, well, let's scratch that buy, because I'm not going back towards the VWAP. So that buy is finito. That zone doesn't matter anymore. I got almost 30 minutes left. I learned my lesson with that one bar pullback yesterday, I think it was. That was actually a sale for you, not for me. If I would have sold there, I would have lost. I have a 14 tick stop loss, so this outside bar wick would have stopped me out. I didn't take this one bar pullback sale because this same one is caused me like a $200 loss yesterday. Basically double what my, actually more than double what my normal stop loss would be, because my normal stop loss is $74 and it cost me $235 because the loss happened so fast that my stop loss didn't even take. So yeah, that's why I didn't take that one. I'd rather just not take those at all. Like, even if that's gonna happen every now and then, like once a week maybe, I don't. One bar pullbacks are not strong enough pullbacks anyway, so I have to be really, really careful with how I trade it. You know, Top Step, I don't really understand you. I don't. I'm pretty sure you're the same person who asked me a couple of weeks ago, why did you take that buy? That's clearly counter trend. That sell off of the VWAP was still counter trend. Is it only okay because it's off of the VWAP? I'm confused. Or is it because of the volume delta that happened there? Again, I would have lost the trade. So, and there's a reason why I didn't take it. And the reason why I didn't take it caused me to not lose. So, but if it was a sale for you and it worked out, I'm happy for you. You're a very confusing person. All right, so 10 more minutes before I have to stop the counter trends. It's like 16, probably like 4 of them. Levels at 58.50. Your outside day to the downside. You and these outside inside days, yeah. I'm glad that's how you determine your trend bias. I'm happy for you. No, that's not good. I'm gonna break even instead of doing that if it gets back up there. That entry was way lower than it was supposed to be, so we'll just get out of it and let it do what it do. Because had my entry been in the right place, I would have gotten stopped out right there, so I'd rather just get out of it. I mean, in real time it didn't stop out, but yeah. It's having trouble clearing this level that changed my minor trend back to an uptrend. Which basically, if we stay above 56.50, we should start trending up, right? So I was looking for the support of that level. However, that level is inside of the zone that like started the little uptrend that it was trying to start. So it's another reason why I just got out. You don't have to stay in that one at all. And you see, if I didn't break even, it would have lost. I would have much rather saw that level outside of the zone. I thought they were arguing. Oh wait, no. somewhat cleared it. Let's see, 809. Let's see. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna get filled. I'm gonna break even though, and I can't. Come on, Rhythmic. Don't do me like that. And then it goes to my take profit. One of these, I feel like it was this one. It might have been the other one. This, the yellow line is where it changed from the minor trend changed from the uptrend to the downtrend, right? And I know on one of my divergence trades, when it gets back to that level, I need to break even because it's considered like it's technically a resistance level. But I can't remember if it was this one or not. It's either because I'm going in the overall trend, the direction of the overall trend bias. So I can't remember if it's this one or if I'm going completely counter trend. I don't remember. So I'd rather just break even. It's no big deal. That win though would have gotten me back to a little bit positive on the account for the day. But I can live with that. Okay, sir. All right. So this is what we're going to do with you. Because I've been wondering why you're here for a while now. But for you to literally refer to me as a gender that I'm not is super disrespectful. And I've felt like you've been trolling for a while, so I don't really understand why you spend time here anyway. How is it not for me when there's nobody else speaking in the chat? So who is it for? I'm confused. I'm genuinely confused. So help me out here. Like I've said to anybody, I don't care about trolling. I've dealt with true trolls on the internet, and I'm cool with people talking about what they're looking for. Trenches does it all the time. Hey, I'm looking for a sell here. If it holds here, this is what I'm looking for. Cool. I'm cool with everything. But you really teeter the line. And what I'm not going to do is allow a random person on the internet to irritate me. It was for you, Rio. What did you say? Oh, so you tune in to watch me lose. You're funny. You're very funny. Rio, don't pay him any mind. At this point, he can talk to himself. Because anybody who's tuning in for the right reasons, you guys know that you're tuning in to watch me put a strategy together. That's it. Whether I'm losing, winning, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make you shit or eat. So it doesn't matter. It literally says this is for entertainment purposes. So clearly it's entertaining to you to watch me lose while I'm putting a strategy together. And hey, there are some very sick people out here. I worked in psych. I know there are crazy people out here. And if that's what you tune in to do, that's fine. What I could do is block you, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to allow you to stick here and stay for the journey. So thank you for the view. I appreciate it. And that's that. Because when I'm no longer losing, then why is it going to be that you're going to be tuning in? Once I fine tune my strategy and get it where I want it to be and I'm winning, then what is going to be your reason for tuning in? Yeah, Rio. You know what? Let me tell you something. I have literally worked in industries where I have to deal with people since I was since I was 15 years old. There are dumb people out here. There are stupid people. There are psychos. There are trolls. There are just people who are unhappy with whatever they have going on in their own lives, and that is why they project their unhappiness and stupidity on other people. Somebody literally just asked me last week how I'm able to stay calm on my streams because I don't drink caffeine and things like that. And literally, I just drink water 99% of the time. And that is why, because I've dealt with people for a very long time. What I'm not going to do is allow a stupid person to irritate me ever. Because this is the internet. This is not real life, right? So I can easily just block him, put him on the hidden user list so that any comment that he makes, he'll be talking to his damn self. But instead, I rather allow him to look like a fool, because one day what I'll probably do is put together a montage. I did this on my other channel. When I made a Dave Ramsey video, there were so many trolls, people talking about that I'm black and they shouldn't listen to me because I'm black, just all kind of stupid shit, right? And so what I did was I took a montage and screenshot of all the stupid ass comments that these trolling people made, and I just made a mockery out of them in the form of a video. And all it did was give me even more views. What I'll probably do is take most of the comments this idiot has left since he's been here and do the same thing for him. Because why not? Because it literally makes no sense why I don't tune into people that I don't like. I don't tune into people who I don't have respect for. I don't tune into people who I don't want to genuinely see win. That's not what I do with my time. It's just like I don't understand how people watch YouTube videos or Reels or TikToks or whatever the case may be, and they don't support the person or the content. And instead of them just moving on with their lives, they instead like to leave negative comments for people to digest. People are humans. And not every human is strong. And maybe people who aren't strong shouldn't be on the internet providing content. I can wholeheartedly agree with that. Absolutely. But this is still what people decide to do. They decide to share their journeys or share their thoughts in the form of videos, whatever. When I don't like content, I don't leave negative reviews. Even if I don't like a product that I buy, I don't leave a negative review unless the seller didn't give me a refund or, didn't take the return or something like that. But there are just people out here who like to spew negativity into the world onto other people who they have no idea what these people are dealing with in real life. They don't care. The only thing they care about is that it's fun to them to troll people. And it's unfortunate that people are that sad within their own lives that is what they decide to do. But you know what? It is what it is. When you decide to be a content creator and put out information for people to digest, whether good, bad, or ugly, that is what you subject yourself to, unfortunately, because not every person in this world is a decent human being. And Top Step Order Flow Charts is one of those people. So you just have to let people like that be to themselves. That's that. There are just idiots in this world, and he is one of them. And now I'm off my soapbox. All right, so it's 10:40. Or after 10:40. So 2 of the setups I have to stop taking. Excuse me. You just gave back 350 trying to make extra 50 trenches. And you know once you start chasing a certain number, that's what happens. You already know. You already know. Now the question is, are you going to chase to try to get the 350 back, or are you going to leave it alone for the day? And was this on your evals or your PAs? I'm assuming your PAs. Wait, no, I'm assuming your evals, because you wouldn't do that on a PA, would you? Alright, that was a push. So I think oh wait, no. This is one of the ones I can't take anymore. But I'm also wondering if it's, excuse me, where it just can't touch the level. Hell no, it ain't my evals. I'm past. I ain't trading them. Oh, I didn't know if you had any more evals to trade. Said, hell no. I'm weak. He was up 475 on each. Ouch. Ouchie, ouchie. Let me go check on the other two. Ooh, he lost to PA. He was up 3,600, it looks like, before he lost the PA. He's up. I'm so slow. I was about to ask my granny something. I forgot we got the answer last night. Alright, 13 minutes. And I do need to check my phone because I forgot what time their doctor's appointments are. I feel like it's after 1. Trenches, Rio, and the rest of you guys who tune in every day to support, I'm going to apologize for my soapbox earlier. I don't like to bring negative energy to the internet. I like to be positive because that's how I naturally am in real life. So it does bother me when I have to not be that way. So I'm going to apologize to you guys in advance because I don't ever want to be that way. There's enough negativity in the world. It's no reason to bring more to the internet. We have to digest enough negativity on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? I was looking for the sale, but I can't take that one. I would have had to break even right there. This is the trend change zone again. So I'd had to break even at the bottom of it. That counter trend I can take. It's the ones where it's like a lower high to, wait a minute, I'm thinking backwards. A higher low to a higher high. Those I can't take after 1040. But the other ones I can. Oh, I forgot to even put the, I don't even know where they happened. I don't know what kind of energy my niece and nephew have found today, but baby, they have a lot of energy. My goodness. Oh shoot, I missed that sale while I was looking at something else. Was it a full win? It probably was. That's annoying. That would have put me back positive. I literally just scrolled back to look at something and I missed it. Perfect sale too. Perfect sale. Now my grandma, my granny's trying to explain to somebody why the grandkids are so loud. Bubba, what you need? Bubba. Well, why are you calling Mama's name? Silly girl. Damn, that would have put me back positive. Only by like 15 bucks, but still. To go from super negative like I was today to being able to end the day positive, even with a couple of trades that I know I'm going to take out, like rules I'm going to set in place to prevent some of the losses from earlier, that would have been a very big change. I mean, it's still a very big change in the P&L from yesterday to today, so I can be happy with that for sure. For sure. I might just take me 500 and go. I work tomorrow. Got a test for passenger conductor license. I'll be back Thursday with 4 PAs. Listen, take your 500 and leave. The market does not love us the way we love it. Take the 500 and go. Good luck on your test. Is it written and driving, or is it just written? Passenger conductor license. Oh, does that mean like, okay, so you would go from being able to transport goods to being able to transport people? Is that what that is? I'm just taking a wild guess. I'm taking a wild guess here. What? Do I risk it for the biscuit or no? Oh wait, it's not setting up now. It's freezing in this house. Correct. Ooh, context clues. We love to see it. I agree, Rio. Tell them, take it and run. Yeah, good luck on your test. You know, the one thing that I always loved about regular school that I hated about nursing school and even like the NCLEX that you take, the national test to get licensed, we didn't only have like multiple choice. Cool. I can use context clues to get stuff out of there. I have really bad memory. So multiple choice for me is like cool. What I always hated was select all that apply. And that is the most frustrating part about like all of the nursing tests that I took. NCLEX, the worst. But it's so funny, so I'll tell you. When I took my NCLEX, right? First of all, before we graduated, we had to take this course that basically prepared you for the NCLEX, right? And so that was the whole course for my senior year, one of the courses. And so, you know, we have this huge, thick book with practice questions and all these other things or whatever. Cool. Well, we also had to do this prep course like outside of that class, and that was the way to like pass, right? I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, you've already made me take a prep course. Now you want me to take a secondary prep course, and it was required, right? So I was like, cool, whatever. So I did something I wasn't supposed to do, and I'm not going to put it on the stream, but yes, I did, even though it was 10 plus 12 years ago. But either way, so I took the course, got the pass, cool, boom. So I did not study. I graduated from nursing school in December. I didn't take my test until February, and I had all of this time to study. I'm going to do this. Who you think studied? Not me, right? So did not study at all. Go into the class, into the NCLEX, and I'm like, all right, cool. We in here. Y'all, I was one of the first people done. And with the NCLEX, you have a range. I think and I'm so far removed from this, but I think like the minimum number of questions is like 75 that you can get. And the maximum number is like over 200, like maybe 250 something or 300. I don't know, somewhere up in there. It could be more than that. I don't know. But either way, there's a range, right? So as you're answering questions, you got multiple choice, you got math questions like typically your math questions are like drug conversions and stuff like that. You have select all apply. There's all kind of stuff. And so as you're answering questions, like if the test can't determine whether or not you know your information, it's going to give you more questions to try to determine if you know what the hell you're doing and what you learned in school. So basically, if you get the least number of questions, you either are really trash and don't know anything, or you're very smart and they realize after the first couple, after the 75 questions that you know what you're doing. Then if you get the maximum number of questions, they basically feel like you don't know anything, and that's why I'm giving you the max, and hopefully you pass. So I'm going. I'm the first person done. That test cut off right at the minimum number of questions, and I'm a very smart person. I graduated with over a 4.0. I graduated number 13 out of like 673 students in my class, and I barely took honors classes. Like if I would have taken honors classes, I could have been way ahead of that. I took the ACT. My highest score was like a 29. I barely even tried, to be honest with you, but yeah. So I'm not dumb by any means. So But it was like with that class, I was like, wait, I just got done first. I got the minimum number of questions. Either I'm extremely smart or I'm extremely dumb. And I was just like, oh shit. But I did pass. I got the preliminary results, saw that I passed, and I was like, okay, because I was real scared that I didn't know anything. I questioned everything in life at that point. Everything in life. But thankfully, I've not had to take any tests since, except some of the tests that they make you do, like when you're starting at a new job and, you know, that kind of crap, which is pretty annoying. I knew that was gonna happen. We're gonna see if it works. If it loses, that's okay. That's okay. I really didn't want to get into that trade because I was so close to 11 o'clock. But it's set up. You take it, whatever. I'm cool with losing $125 today. Absolutely fine with that. Anyway, so that's that. They got a lot of those types of questions. Yeah. No bueno. Yes, baby. How are you? Did I not say? I didn't. How did you do that? Hold on. All right, you guys. I'm done for the day for the stream. I'll show. Not him repeating after me. Well, good morning to you too. Hold on one second. All right, I'm gonna show y'all what the account looks like. There you go. Not too much. All right, so basically we only lost $50 today, minus, well, once you add the commissions in, it's more. But you can see that I'm only negative $40 on the account, and I started this last week, so cool with that. Going into tomorrow, it's a couple of additions to my rules I know I definitely need to make. And I'm just gonna kind of look back at a couple of things. Like for instance, this sell right here, there was a what I call the buy rotation level, like down here. I mean sell rotation level, and I was going back towards it, which is fine. But I think that I want the volume of that candle to be more than the volume of that reversal candle for me to really like the trade, but I don't know yet, so we'll see. But not a bad day at all. To go from how negative I was yesterday, the first day of the new Renko settings, to negative 125, I'll take it. We see some progress. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you all for the support. I say it all the time. I really appreciate it. I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.